Hello, guys. You're welcome to Crypto Space again. I am Austin. Today is a beautiful day in the crypto world. Well, it's still very much crazy. Well, today we're going to be looking at the Trust Wallet token. I can tell you that it is very, very prospectful and it has done so well in the past couple of weeks. Yes, we're going to be looking at it because it's the number 108 rank crypto coin and is on the BNB Smart Chain. Well, before we go into that right now, let's go over to crypto bubbles and see what is happening in the bubble area. Well, the crypto bubble, you must have more wonder why I like it. Well, it's because it gives a graphical display of everything that is actually happening in the crypto market. Well, you can see today that the market is not so great, it's not doing so well, but it is gradually coming up from where it went down to. If you look at some of the coins here, they are doing pretty well. Like comp here, comp is pushing up a bit now. Comp is a 98 ranked coin. Oh, my network is pretty slow. Let's see. Yep, comp was up today to about $51.56, and now it's down again to $48.66. You can see where it is currently now. The market is pushing up, but it still has a long way to go. Yes, it does have a long way to go. Investors are trying their best to garner and gather much profit as much as they can. Well, let's look at Luna Classic. Let's see how Luna Classic is doing. The most talked about coin lately. Luna Classic has been much of a pain in investors' butts because of what happened to the Terra Luna UST. Now let's see where it went up to today, as much as 0.0006. Well, that's not so bad, but currently it is at 0.0005. Well, if you went over my last video, you're gonna see where I talked about Terra Luna. It's definitely going to crash much more than this, but let's see how it goes. Well, like nobody can actually tell where the market is going. Just like China says that Bitcoin is gonna get down to zero. Well, nobody's really gonna tell where the market is gonna go in the long run. But the best thing to do in trading right now is to keep dollar cost averaging. If you don't know much about dollar cost averaging, you just go over my video. You're gonna see where I talked about dollar cost averaging. But that's what I do right now personally myself. I do dollar cost averaging to save myself from the troubles of the market right now. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum, the number two coin right now is still doing pretty well. It's coming up as well as much as every other crypto. Oh, my network is pretty much not so great. Um, okay, we're just gonna leave it here so it doesn't take much of our time since it's still loading. Well, Ethereum is also coming up as well. The last time I checked it, it was around 1,200 and it's still dropping to 1,100 and something. That is where it's trading at currently because of our signal. We can't really see it right now. So let's go over to TWT, our Trust Wallet token. Trust Wallet token is an amazing coin so far. It has done so great in the BNB Smart Chain. The BNB Smart Chain is owned by Binance. That is Binance Chain that is attached to their BNB coin. Now TWT has a market capitalization of 264,765,874 right now, with a 24-hour volume of um 23 million. That's a lot. 356,986. It has done a more than 50% increase in the last 24 hours. Now you can imagine that the market cap has done an increase of 6.62%, more than 6% increase in the past 24 hours. This is a buy alert for TWT. Well, I've been following this TWT coin for much more than 6 months now, and it's been doing pretty well. But we're gonna look at the market cap increase and how it's moved so far. Because if you check, okay, this is the market cap. Look at it now. In the last 24 hours, it has moved from 242.45 million to 270 million. Now, if you ask me, that is a coin you have to look out for. This is just a 24-hour increase, a 24-hour increase. Now, this shows that the community is very much active and that they are against all odds pushing to see that the coin goes up. Now, this is a coin that has gone very, very high before and then it crashed because of the inflation. But it is worthy of note to know that the inflation did not totally affect the TWT coin, the Trust Wallet coin. This we're going to see in our trading view on Binance. But let's look at the trading view here on Coin Market Cap. It's gonna take a little bit of time to load. Let's go straight up into our trading view on Binance. Now this is our trading view here. You can see how much it's doing so far. You can see in the past 1 week it has done much more than 30%. Yes, in the past 1 week it has done much more than 30% of its value at that current time. Now it is worthy of note to know that, let me draw a rectangle here. It is worthy of note and to know that it crashed right here. That was when we had a massive sellout. Yes, when we had a massive sellout, what I'd like to call Wall Street down, what I'd like to call Wall Street down in the crypto world. That happened last month. Yes, that happened on the fifth. Yeah, I think on the fifth, on the 25th of last month, when there was a massive sellout in Bitcoin that led to the depegging of Terra UST. Now, this is when this activity here happened. And now, in the next sellout that happened, that also caused Bitcoin to go down as 18,000 and 17,000, and Ethereum to go down as low as 800, did not affect TWT. Now, if you check, it only made it wobble. It only made it wobble for a while. You see, it made it wobble for a while, and then it's pushing up again. And now it's pushing up again. It is doing so great that you wouldn't wanna ignore its activity right now. Now let's pull up a line and see how the chart is going so far. And the past 8 days, it has been progressively going up and selling up. Investors are actually very much active and trading, hoping to push the market. But mind you, this is not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his space saying what he knows and understand based on what he has seen and observed so far. Now let's look at the historical data of how it has traded in the past couple of days. Well, let's go to Coin Market Cap and see that very well. We're going to be looking at historical data for a few days. Uh-huh. We're going to start from 25th. You can see on the 21st. You can see on the 21st it traded at 0.8451, where it opened the trade for the day. Its low was 0.8314, where it closed at 0.8386, and its high was 0.923. You can see it is in the push up stage. But if you come down to check now, normally what you see from most coin is that they are all high for the day and they are all low for the day is much more similar to that of last week or that of last month. But if you check here now, that of June 14th, progressively, if it's going on June 14th, it opened at 0.5642. June 15, 0.5998. You can see the progression. On June 16, 0.6652 progression. Here it had a little bit retardation. It retarded a bit. And on June 18th progression. Now on June 21st, you can see the progression. It's opened at 0.8451. Now this is to tell you that this coin is still going to push up. But mind you, there are always setbacks in crypto movement. There are always setback in the crypto movement. Do not just think on the positive direction. So if you're putting in for this, you're putting in for the long term. Let me say like maybe 6 months or before this or before the end of the year, where that's also okay. But if you're an active day trader, it's still very much okay, which I think scalping at this point will not be bad at all. Scalping, going in and coming out with as much as you can make, as little as you can make. You come out of it, you take your profit, and then go back in. If you don't know much about scalping, you can go over my videos. I made a video on scalping where you can know how to scalp and trade safely. Now let's go back to Binance and see what is happening right now. So if you're looking at the indicators right now, the indicators I have here is a parabolic star and then the moving average, after moving averages. And from all indication, the parabolic star is pushing upwards, which indicates a buy trend. And then again, our indicator here is also pushing upward, which also indicates a buying trend. Now, if you check other markets, the growth that TWT has made so far, it's not happening. Now we had gone over Ethereum, we had gone over Bitcoin. You can see that they are still struggling. Yes, all cryptos are struggling to come up, but TNT has made a significant movement. Now let's draw a line and see how much it has moved between. I think I'm too high with this line. Let me see. Okay, here, and then let me get another one, and then start from here, and then let's see the distance between here and here. You can see it's between 0.55485 and then 0.9184. Now that is a lot of movement. This right here is a lot of movement for any investors to decide whether to go into the market or not to go into the market. Well, like I said, this is not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his own space saying what he knows, telling you what he understands based on his studies and what he has seen so far happening in this market. So this is about TWT Trust Wallet token that is on the BNB Binance chain. If you find this content useful, kindly click the like and the subscribe button. It helps me a lot. It does make YouTube to know that I do stuff like this and I make videos. Please don't make me sad. If you don't subscribe, I'm not gonna be happy. Click the like and the subscribe button and do what to turn on the post notification and drop a comment in the comment section if you've got a question or anything to tell me. Thank you for sticking around. I'm still Austin and this is Crypto Space. Have a beautiful day.